Hola, amigos, it is I, El Presidente Quill18, and welcome to some more Tropico 6. We are doing our communist tourism run, not that we've started any tourism, because we've only just now entered the Cold War era, which is when tourism unlocks. Now, our economy is okay-ish, but fluctuating pretty dramatically. And the other thing is, so I would like to boost that a little bit more. We've got tons of unemployed people ready to kick around. The other thing is, well, I actually kind of it says no rebel threat because I just loaded the new game, but there's definitely a ton of rebels. Actually, think it's very entertaining to have all these rebels all the time, so I kind of incite it. But I think if we're gonna have tourism going, we should probably get that under control. It might scare people away. And Liberty, the reason it shows up over here is because Liberty is tied to rebel production. I think rebels can spawn from like just general unhappiness, but low liberty specifically causes them to be created. Same thing, crime, safety, and job satisfaction contribute to people becoming criminals. Faith contributes to people not raising family. Fun does make people move slower, which actually might be a bit of a problem in our economy, and so boosting that will be kind of good. First thing I want to do, though, is I want to get a wee bit more economy going on. We've got this mission to produce oil, and we could actually make, a little bit more money. There's, right over here, there's an oil patch. So what we're going to do is I'm going to put down 1, 2, 3 of these. We've got tons of people who need employment. In fact, we could actually even do the other side here. I'm going to be a little careful because this won't turn, there's a little delay in making a profit. Maybe I'll just wait. I'll just put those down, because I could probably put another 3, but that's another 15,000, and I want to keep a little bit of a cash buffer there. We can upgrade the power plant to start doing oil as well. We probably will, and we'll do a few more upgrades. I think for now we can unpause. Oh, Happy Meat. So, Happy Meat is actually an edict we don't have to research over here. It decreases the efficiency of ranches, but increases job quality, which is nice, and increases export price. So we'll make a little bit less food, but it will sell for more. And, generally speaking, it helps keep people fairly happy, and we've got a request for it. So that's a pretty easy one to go ahead and run. I think that's all we're going to do now. We will see what we can do for things that raise liberty as well. Actually, maybe we'll do right to arms. Increases liberty. Does decrease crime safety, but our military squads do more damage. And will generally help people a fair bit. So we'll do something like that to get started. And we'll try to keep a bit of a cash buffer here. But yeah, we're going to spam down a bunch of newspapers, a bunch of radios. I think we don't have the blueprint for TV, but we'll probably do some of that soon too. Yeah, there's low liberty in this area, especially because of all the watchtowers. And we're going to let a lot of the watchtowers just go down. Like these over here, we probably won't worry about. Well, I'll repair, but I won't replace. Tell you what, how about we do that? And we'll start trimming. We might leave the ones by the palace, though. Yeah, it's probably an okay idea to leave those. Get the oil in. Hopefully start selling that. Maybe we should have another dock. Maybe we should have more Teamsters offices. I don't know. How's our boat? No, they're getting picked up pretty regularly. They've got tons of planks, and this one has some boats waiting, but a lot of them were empty. They've got tons of planks, not many boats, so I don't think it's a shortage of Teamsters. A little fire over there. Okay, a bunch of money in the bank again, which is great. What are the upgrades over here? Increased efficiency, increases pollution, decreases consumption of oil. That's going to be pretty good. Okay, let me add you. And then maybe it's time for the newspapers and whatnot. Because, yeah, I've mostly been ignoring because it's, again, kind of tickles me to have the rebels, but we should get that under control. I think I'm going to put it here. So I'm going to delete 1, 2, 3 of these country houses. While we've got a housing crisis, we're going to delete those, but, sure, fine. That'll improve the liberty over there. And yeah, we'll get some radio stations. We're gonna need one here, so it covers all the way to the end of that. You can see the low liberty over here because of all the watchtowers. A little more centralized would be nice. Maybe I should build it here. What is this? A bunkhouse. Yeah, okay. Delete, delete. And you know what? I'm gonna delete this extra house because I know that fun happiness is low. And build a radio station here. And we'll put another tavern there, although we do have to start with better happiness buildings. We got a bunch of homeless people, so we may as well demolish houses. We're a great president. I don't know if this is not being rebuilt. Okay.
Now that the war is over, Presidente, we finally...
So this is our modern times. The international landmark's pretty easy to do. Nuclear Club's not bad either. But we're, of course, going to take Tropical Paradise.
This nation is the one that has the most postcards on the refrigerator of the world. Tourists. Inspired thinking, Presidente.
So this is 500, visits total, as opposed to 400 concurrent tourists over here. So they are different goals. Happy meat going up. All right. Oh, the other thing we can do, and I think I will, the library here, we can change it to uncensored portfolio. So this building now emits liberty. It does do half as much.
Even where they're not. That.
Import trade route. Oh, that reminds me, I do want an embassy. First of all, I want to invite the Eastern Bloc. Secondly, I think that the sooner we do this, the better. I want to have a Western Bloc embassy as well. So our liberty happiness is what, 44? So we're up to 61. That's going to decrease the amount of rebels that get produced. There we go, now we get the radio. We'll have to do the other island as well, but we have more people on this island, so... And we need to keep some positive money for a change. Especially now that, like, the money goes down so fast and shoots up and then goes down so fast. Trying to avoid that minus 50,000. I was going to say, you must have workers. You just haven't had the workers yet. They do need to be high school educated, which is interesting.
Anyway, the palace says...
Cars. We're actually getting traffic problems. Ooh, negative money. And people have to arrive here. Maybe a garage here, not to mention some local housing, would probably be a good idea. Now, we're still running the housing for all, and that's costing us a lot of money, because we're not getting any income from our housing. But... Rebel threat is decreasing. The number of uncovered rebels should go down here. People might abandon their rebel roles, or they might just get killed during their attacks. So that number should go down. Doesn't mean, like, that's uncovered. Doesn't mean there aren't still a bunch of rebels. Our support's pretty good. It's an import trade route, which is annoying. But we don't actually have any export trade routes operating right now. We do produce leather. Let's do a long contract for that. We produce a sugar, but we're mostly turning it into rum. Cotton, aluminum, oil cans. Ooh, that's kind of annoying.
Now, I don't want to alarm you,
Unlock
but I'm going to need a rather prompt decision on these offers.
Stimulate trade, generates new trade route offers. First port unlock, regime tool. Okay, let's wait on that. I am going to rebuild this because I'm still a little worried about the palace. We have an export dock over here. Oh, that's Fisherman's Wharf. Maybe another one, just to reduce travel time. It's not that our docks are being overloaded. There you go. Money's going out. That's good. I wonder if I could, like, stretch out this road and do this, if it might alleviate traffic on this little bit. Because they might be able to split a little. I don't know. I'm gonna try, just because the traffic is looking so bad on this little stretch. We'll do a little bit of that. They destroyed the clinic? Seriously. Now that's just rude. Okay, we need to stop getting the blueprints from the raids. We need to just get some flat money for a tiny bit. And a Teamster's office. Okay, this is right next to our freaking army base. Why are you guys not doing a very good job of defending? Do the people live far away? They might. So where's our economy? Okay, there's a freighter load. And another one. This shit's on fire. We do have a fire station on this island, don't we? Don't we? Looks like this, huh? No, sure. No, really? Did I never build a fire station on this island? Well, alright. Let me slap it down here, and throw a tavern in here as well. I guess this is still fairly new. We haven't developed that much.
Rebellion. However, the palace warns
Boat's
that
trending
without
down.
a license to play,
I see your personal chef has been swept up in the worldwide nouvelle
Fish,
cuisine
shellfish,
craze,
cheese goes
Presidente.
up.
I
Corn, meat, canned goods goes down.
particularly.
Well, that's not so bad. We probably do export fish and shellfish.
You're a friend of the Earth, President.
We're gonna take the money. Our support is great. High rebel threat again. But surely... Yeah, see, number of uncovered rebels is going down. There we go. We got some ship. There's some, units moving around. Maybe they've gone to the other island to defend it there. Foreign aid. Alright, there we go. Oh, we can invite the Western powers over here, too. So, politically, how are we looking with those two? Western powers don't love us. Could be worse. We could do a praise. Cost money. Might work out. We still have so many unemployed people. And our population... Oh, it's actually going down. People might be leaving, but it might be a bunch of rebels dying. So... that'd be fine.
What use is power if you don't exercise it?
I don't want a penal colony. We've got too many people as is. Sorry, bro. So, Western power, they want an import. It'd be nice if they had a super cheap one like this. Man, we can get hides so cheaply. We could do some cheap furniture imports just to complete the mission. Because it is import, right? I mean, we could turn around and sell it. We'd be selling it, doing it at a loss. Scar Factory is going to go down. It's going to go up in smoke! Okay, well, they've left. They did some damage and left. Raid points, radio station. Okay, so we got some extra modes available here. I want to put some more radio stations over here. I want to increase the Liberty Desire. Maybe having all my military buildings too close to town isn't helping either, and that's true.
We are receiving news that surprisingly...
We are under attack by a lot of things.
Civic buildings in Tropico. Do not be alarmed. This is categorically not a rebel attack.
Okay, I'll do some repairs. Okay, so there's tons of dudes over here. Rebel threat decreased. How's our Liberty? 77. So that should really cut down on how many rebels get produced. It should really cut down. There's still plenty of rebels that have gone out into the woods, though. We're going to get fewer of them. But there's some that have already turned guerrillas, and they still have to be booped. And they're doing a lot of successful hit and runs over here. But they are, slowly dying over time, so I think we'll come out ahead. Still want to set up tourism. I want to set up tourism so badly. Oh, we don't have any research going, so I think we're done everything here. Are we done everything on this level? We are. I'm just queuing up whatever here. Hunt, research found, commando garrison. Oh, that's quite nice, actually, because that can be our new raid building and get that started. Is on fire again, but we do have the firefighters. Grocer, yeah, we've got a couple of grocers, which is good. Oh my god, the money. Back to high rebel threat, really? Oh, come on. Come on, boat. Freighter here, freighter there. Goods are definitely getting picked up quickly. That's not the problem. Do I have to, like, cancel free housing for a little bit? Out of desperation, I'm going to cancel free housing for a little bit. I think this is still pretty helpful. And it's a flat fee, so it's okay. So now we'll start making money from housing. Well, assuming, enough people can still live in the apartments.
By the palace as sour grapes.
Look at everyone leaving that island to come over here. Oh, these guys are going to get intercepted, though, so that's not too bad. Again, we should be producing a lot fewer rebels than before.
Had a note from your account.
Aw, come on. No, we're going to keep going. Screw this. I probably kind of was messing with the rebels for too long. I should have raised Liberty sooner. I do find very entertaining, but I clearly let it go a little too far.
The citizens are demanding elections.
I will deliver an amazing speech. I will address that housing sucks. Actually, we'll do housing happiness because we're going to put that other thing back in. And it's going to be pretty easy to do. Let's praise the militarists because they've been doing such a good job defending us. I'm not going to blame anyone here. And I will promise to improve housing happiness, which will be pretty easy once we get our housing. So one of the issues is we are having is that we don't have any good exports. Are we producing cocoa? We are doing coal. Let's do that. I think we do produce some cocoa. Hold on. If I go here, oh man. Export cocoa. I mean, not a ton, but we are doing some. Because not being able to run those trade routes, that's part of what has hurt us, like, going into this era.
My friends, my people.
Going into this era, without a bunch of new trade routes, maybe I should have saved a bunch of money before we just kicked into it.
Now, I don't want to alarm you, but I'm going to need a rather prompt decision.
I want to unlock one of those, because we may need it.
The wind is stronger than usual, and thunder has been heard rumbling in the distance, but I assure you, the palace is in no danger.
Conduct reckless experiments. The other one was locked, so I guess it's going to be that. Big thunderstorm. We're also getting a tornado. Giant water spout over here. This is a little scary. We really didn't need a disaster right now. We are getting some disaster relief. I guess that's good.
What a great day, Presidente. A great day for making deals. And have I got a deal for you?
This hour usually hosts Canal Uno's...
I don't really need to provoke a rebellion. It happens on its own all the time.
But I've been told that's in bad taste right now.
Yeah, they're coming over here. Oh my god, so many fire... Well, that's probably from the lightning strikes. I'm gonna not rebuild this. We do have fire department on this island, but I'm a little worried that it won't get to everything quickly enough. Hear me, baby, hold together.
The disastrous thunderstorms have ended.
12 fires and 1 destroyed building.
For your sacrifice to Chalk, the Mayan weather god.
Let's rebuild the Fisherman's Wharf. Let's repair this one. That's from the tornado or water spout, not even the lightning strikes.
A spate of vandalism has been denounced by the palace as sour grapes. Poor people simply don't understand the pressures of wealth, a spokesperson said.
Ooh, coal export. Yes, please. We don't produce chocolate. We probably should. Although we need more sugar production. Although, maybe we can do dark chocolate? I don't remember if just cocoa is enough for that. Alright, our exports are starting to be worth more, and that's going to save our bacon. Fire is raging. Things are trying to be put out. I think mostly that has been dealt with. So we don't know of many rebels. A lot of the ones we knew about have, well, they either got killed in a raid, or most likely they've just stopped being rebels because of our higher liberty happiness. So I think our rebel situation is going to become okay. It's still a pretty bad attack here, but that's because they've already been guerrilla-fied, right?
Time now for the Canal Uno business news.
I think we're going to need to do these upgrades once we've got some money again.
French cuisine came to an end today when people realized that canned food was just as good.
I'm sure the good citizens of Tropico
No, we don't need to do that. Like, the election's fine. We actually don't even get the pop-up over here. There you go. The election's fine. Everyone loves us except for the people who desperately hate us. Fire stations. This is cheap. We're going to upgrade all of you to have the high-pressure hose. We're back in the black over here. No tobacco waiting. More fires over here with the shacks. And these are the tobacco. Here's the tobacco. Oh, let's do extensive fertilization of those. That's worth spending money on.
Election is a landslide, Presidente.
It is.
A metaphorical
Immigration, love it or leave it. We could have unhappy citizens leave. No, we'll just... Default state's gonna be fine. That increases... Yeah, you know what? I think we're fine. Heck, that policy is going to help increase the liberty, which is going to help keep the rebel problem under control.
I know you always...
I did promise the housing happiness.
Downtown vandalism are
I'd never count my chickens before they hatch.
It's not much money, but we'll take it.
Count them afterwards. So thanks for the favor, Presidente.
Can we do the, No, it's modern times. Okay. The hydroponics and the automated, like, ranch factories things. I'll wait a little bit before I go happiness, or the housing. This still doesn't boost the economy. We've got the promise, we're gonna have to do it, but we've got some time to respond to that. Can we start on the tourism industry? Well, I don't think we can wait. We do have to do something for economy, and it may as well be that, right? Oh, is it in the way? There we go. Something like this. Now, it has the beauty over here, actually. Maybe it's not as nice as I was thinking. Yeah, it's not bad. A little better on the thing. I mean, there's not a lot of greenery, but we can improve that. Maybe you need a little bit more, but, I mean, the sooner we get this going, the sooner we get another economy. But we are going to have to build up a lot of stuff over here. I don't like that we've got so much unemployment, but... because those are people who could be making money and aren't. It does hurt to not be doing the full industry stuff. Anonymous, is that an edict? Yep. Whenever uneducated Tropicans rest, they have a 25% chance of shifting the political views towards conservative faction. Citizens living in the area of influence of media dealing with the open mind or telenovela work mode are not affected. Huh. Yeah. Let's not do that right now. Okay, watchtower destroyed. That's fine. I'm not going to rebuild it. Oh, our happiness is up to 80. We don't know of any rebels. So most of the question is, are we actually killing the ones that are out there? If we could run the amnesty, but amnesty is in the next era, right? Yeah, policy of detente. Maybe we build some towers over here so that they engage in that and maybe actually get killed and get pinned down long enough for our military people to respond. If they keep attacking over here, that might not be a terrible place to do that.
There's a thin line between legal...
Yeah, we'll run a rescue raid for the reward. We don't really need more people, but what the heck, right? We're going to be rescuing educated. So we'll just put one in the queue and that's going to be fine. We still have a wonder we can plop down, which we're going to be putting down in our tourism area. I wonder if the raids are slowing down. They might be. Medium danger. I haven't seen it go high for a while. Alright, freighters are freighterizing. That's good. Treasure hunt brought in some money. We've got some cash again. So we're going to need a tourist dock and a few hotels. I mean, to start, it's going to be something. So let's... Oh, it'd be nice if we actually got some of these blueprints from the raids. Maybe I will wait until some of that happens. Did we get the Spy Academy? No, we don't have that blueprint either. I want to try to save some money. Maybe it's time for Ministry. Again, it'd be nice to get the blueprints. We can build fish farms. That's actually kind of nice. Did we ever build a toy workshop? I think I was planning on popping one over here. Somewhere. I don't think I did. Let's get one down. I like the idea of doing this. And I'm hoping it just uses wood. It probably gets an upgrade to use plastic or something.
Ended in victory today for the Tropican rebels, as they beat the local authorities by 2 whole walls.
Fast food joint. Let's complete that mission. There we go. Plop you down over here. Okay. Yeah, I don't know if they're engaging quickly enough. And I don't know where the hell this tank is all the time.
I'm so stressed.
Shack is there. You're so stressed, you're not having... Oh, your shack! You're living over here! Okay, well, that's going to be part of the issue. I think what we need to do, because we are going to need more houses. I'm going to run urban development. It's fairly expensive. And we're going to drop some houses. We might do a variety of different things. I mean, I like, you know, communism. Everyone lives in apartments, but we might need to do something different. Because you are well off. The apartments... Oh, no, apartments is well off, so it's actually a good fit. So if we plop that down over there, you guys will live there and be a little faster. We're going to take the money. Yeah, actually, there's not much housing over here at all. We'll get started with the apartments, then we'll go ahead and run our free housing edict some more. Or, I mean, we can start on tenements. It's not as pretty, but it's super cheap. I feel like free housing is something we should commit to, but, you know, for the communist playthrough. But maybe we've got to go off theme for a tiny little bit here and just make this work better. So yeah, I think these guys were like living a million miles away. They're still living in a shack. You're living in an apartment. There you go. Now they both moved into the apartments. That'll probably help get people here faster and hopefully counter these guerrillas. I mean, they've been defeated. They didn't just escape. They were defeated, so that actually might be okay. Some of that. A few tenements. Out of some desperation. Shack burned down over here. That's fine. I mean, we're still going to run the free housing. I wonder if there's more oil over here. Or more coal. Or both. Because it would be nice... Yeah, there's actually quite a bit of minables. I think we're gonna have to do that, generally speaking. But coal, I was specifically looking for power. Because again, it's not necessarily about... Well, we're not going to process this stuff, but I guess there's nothing that says we can't mine it and then make money anyway. I mean, you know, we've got to have money for our people. And there's a dock here, which is good. How's the rebel threat? It's still medium. No known rebels.
Please reinforce your armies, Presidente. We have enemies to our right.
I will build another apartment anyway, so it's going to be easy to accept that.
Surprisingly organized vandals have damaged civic buildings in Tropico. Do not be alarmed. This is categorically not a rebel attack.
Just going to wait for some of these to get up. Oh, you know what? Maybe I'll slap down the apartment now. Canary for everything, because it's a lot cheaper. We actually don't need to reduce the job positions right now. I don't know our power situation, so we might just wait a scooch before we do the upgrades.
The best defense is a
I will take the
good
money, of
offense,
course.
Presidente, but as yet I am only moderately offensive.
What I think we're going to do... Oh, I have to get some money. I think I'm going to build, like, a couple of watchtowers over here. Just to maybe help engage the rebels. But I am hoping that the army base over here is going to work a lot better than before, because the people... Yeah, it turned out... Like, even in the shack, he didn't even build a shack here. He built a shack somewhere completely different. Still want to go back to free housing, but... moving out there. Yeah, you're taking your time. Alright, I'm going to take this down. I will rebuild a few watchtowers here. We need to make sure these things die. So this will keep them pinned. It might kill them. It might also keep them a little pinned down, because I think they escaped there. Well, they haven't attacked here for a little bit. Okay, good. Blueprints for things we need for tourism. That's great. That's exactly what I'm looking for. Bunch of money coming in, too.
My grandpappy used to say...
Cars, we will have a spy academy, because that is definitely something we want regardless. We don't have the blueprint for it, but I think it's worth doing now. And we get the demand, so let's go ahead and do that. It does lower liberty, so we're going to put it sort of out of the way. Like that. Oh. Did I smash the road at some point? Was this never connected? No, it must have been at some point. Wasn't it? I'm doubting everything I know about myself. Okay, good. Good stuff. Okay, you're here. We want the coal because I want to set up another power plant. Toy's trending up. Speaking of, so we set up the toy place over here. No, that's not the toy place. I set it up here. Yeah, takes logs, makes toys. Increase efficiency. More workspaces. That's going to be good. Shit, maybe we should build a bunch of those. I'm sure we've produced probably excess logs.
Our comrades,
Oh, I'm going to take a ton of money. Thank you. And, okay, we're going to be putting a cut here in a sec, but Spy Academy. Observation, yeah. Hidden roles. Reduces the chance of turning rebel or criminal. Let's run one of those once, and then I think what we're going to do is we're going to shift queue the blueprints. So we can quickly burn through unlocking a bunch of blueprints. We might cancel this later and put something else on repeat. There's a treasure hunt here, which I guess also pops blueprints and potentially gives us money. So actually, I'll just put this in a loop too. So all three buildings, if we've got raid points, can run one of these treasure hunts, which is fine. I don't know if they only unlock blueprints of a certain era. I don't think that's ever been a thing. So mostly they're going to be raid point limited, but whenever we have 5,000, or 2,000 actually, it'll run this. And then, yeah, if they hit the raid points at this point, it's actually going to work out pretty well. And at some point, we will do some heistage. I don't think we're going to do Coliseum. When they lose faith happiness, the other happiness levels also decrease. When they gain faith, other happinesses are increased. So as long as we have good faith production, St. Basil's is going to be really good for us. But what we're going to do is we're going to put a cut in here, folks. So we had a bit of a stumbling block there with the money, but I think we're going to bounce back just fine here. I probably should just cancel the free housing a little sooner and then fix that. We've got a lot of shacks. I suspect we have a lot of apartments that are nowhere near full. That's not true, actually. They're pretty darn full. We just mostly need more of them. We're still running urban development, so we can slap down some more. Our housing happiness is starting to hit a limit, so we really do need to get people in some housing. So I'll plop down some apartments, and what we'll probably do is have to put the free housing edict back in to make sure that everyone can afford to get into these apartments. And hopefully that'll fix it. We can also increase the rent. We can electrify them. How much extra power do we have? I gotta put a cut in here, but out of curiosity. 200 extra. We can electrify some of these buildings. We'll see. Thanks a lot for watching, folks. I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.